No Euro tonight. I'll definitely have it on my phone, mate. I am absolutely gonna have it on my phone, but yeah. No watch party. But we can talk about it. We can discuss it. We do more than enough Starcraft. Not every game that we watch together has to be Starcraft from the very beginning till the very end. We can watch some big brain bouts, talk about the players, interact with chat, and talk about football at the same time. Alrighty. Our second best of 2 of this clan war as we have loaded into post-youth. Bottom left side, it is Berlin International Gaming's plus BASILISK ShoWTimE. Top right side, we're looking at the main base of our Chinese Protoss, that is Firefly. Was late. We don't know why he was late, but we gave him time and he's made it. And isn't that so much better? Now we at least get to see some games. Last time ShoWTimE played against the Chinese Protoss in WTL, didn't go all that hot. Jaishi got the best of him. And I actually think Firefly is better than Jaishi, but those games were weird, especially the game on Pulse Youth. I'm still thinking about it, and I still don't really know what the hell happened in that game. Somehow it went ShoWTimE's way. I'm gonna pause the stream for like 5 seconds, because it seems to be lagging a tiny bit. And then sometimes when I unpause it, it's gonna be better. So let's hope that was the magic trick. The FPS is a little low. I mean, I can take a look at the Twitch stream if you guys want that. But it seems that we've got a rather creative opening coming out of Firefly here, who has warped in a gas and a simulator at the bottom side of the map. And what he's going to do now is mine minerals, mine gas, mine minerals, mine gas, mine minerals, mine gas. And then with a single probe, you're actually going to be able to create an entrance into the main base of your opponent. It's pretty smart. It's a classic trick that we've seen it a couple times. We've seen Zerg players use it in the past as well, as they were often the ones looking for those Zergling floods. I think this is particularly cool when you do it with a 1-gate opening. Because if I'm ShoWTimE right now, I'm not really thinking about this stuff. Because it's not like you scouted 2 gateways on the other side of the map and you're like, oh, my opponent is definitely going to be aggressive immediately. Now this probe hiding here is a bit of a tell. And I feel that ShoWTimE, yes, ShoWTimE will know. Super important that we picked up on this, because now we don't have to deal with a single adept into the back of our main. I don't know why Firefly put the probe there. I actually think that's a big mistake. All your hard work now kind of gone. Might still be able to get like a worker or 2 here. Obviously a single adept still has a lot of potential. That is -1 probe. We might get a second one here. He is going to get a second one. But if that is what it is, we will take it. Ibamo. Iba was hiding his gateway that he was building in France while his main was actually in Greenland. Like, I swear, man, they can see that. They can see across the water, I promise. I don't want to do it anymore. Mine has 3 workers in the end, and that is a little bit annoying. ShoWTimE goes a Phoenix, meanwhile Firefly has an Oracle. There was a day and age where this would be a borderline 3 win. That's absolutely not the case anymore. Ever since they changed the armor, it's so much harder to kill oracles these days. Now if that oracle is just gonna fly straight into a battery and double Phoenix, it's still pretty damn good, guys, don't get me wrong. And it seems like that is the case. What Firefly could do is oh, that's smart actually. Ah, well done. Gets the oracle in range of the Stargate, sees the Stargate, sees that Phoenixes are being produced, and turns around immediately. So ShoWTimE actually didn't know that the Oracle was there. Firefly did see that this was not safe and he had to go home. Creative games so far coming out of Firefly. Could definitely say that the man ain't trying to bring us something a little different here on Post-Youth. ShoWTimE probably feeling okay about this game, but it does become annoying when you've built 3-4 Phoenix and you just can't get any value out of them Because you know that there are oracles out there, and the moment that you try to kill 2 or 3, 4 probes on the other side of the map with 1 lift at a time, if double oracle flies into your mineral line, you lose 10 workers in the blink of an eye. Firefly knows where the phoenixes are, but he's still just gonna go for it. The man says, I don't give a fuck because you don't have a shield battery here. So I'm actually gonna be able to kill quite a few. Get 6, make it 7. I think in the end he's gonna get like 8 or 9. It's 8. That's a lot of damage. I don't know if that was the best moment ever to do that, but hey, if he likes it. Now down in army supply, significantly, ShoWTimE drops the darks right immediately. I actually kind of like that. Saying, okay, most of the time after oracles, you're going to go into a Twilight Council for blink stalkers. And you're probably just going to make as many stalkers as humanly possible while building probes going up to 3 bases. I don't think you have any detection. Now let's keep a close eye on that production tab. Will Firefly drop a robo? Or is ShoWTimE's call here absolutely brilliant? And our DT is straight up going to win this game. I like it. Should be good. Should work out. A 3-0 lead would be very sweet here. As you guys know, in WTL, if you win the clan war without going to an ace match, you get 3 points. If you win it in an ace match, you get 2 points. If you lose in an ace match, as we lose 1 Phoenix, you get 1 point. So a map win here guarantees us a point, but obviously we're looking for all 3. Firefly still has no detection whatsoever. This may turn into one of these weird games where Firefly has like a few more stalkers. He blinks forward, he wins the stalker fight, but once DTs are out, as long as we make sure that Firefly doesn't get detection, I feel like we should always win. Firefly, if I was him, I would YOLO blink forward immediately. DTs will get warped in. Oh, the timing here is actually very good by Firefly though. Now he should have time, instead it's still a slow DT warp in. ShoWTimE perhaps still in a tiny bit of trouble. What is Firefly doing at home? Still not building an oracle. Also, he's going to build an oracle now. 1 DT is going to have a hard time killing pylons. Oh no. And the Great Wall of Firefly, his pylons as well. ShoWTimE eventually should be able to take a good fight here, right guys? As that pylon is going to get healed up for a little while. We still have a DT helping out. It is 17 probes that have gone down. And it seems like the DT on the other side of the map is doing not a whole lot. Slash nothing. Where is it? No, it didn't even got in. Sick job by Firefly. He played that really well. I want to say I don't think the game is 100% over yet, but ShoWTimE is scratching his head. He's down 7 workers. And obviously has way less stalkers. We need to be so careful here. Maybe we can kill the oracle. That would be sick. ShoWTimE is stalkers now in a very awkward spot. Firefly should have blinked forward there. At least that's what I would have done. Does not do that. 31 army supply against 22. We have 1 pylon here. The 2 batteries. We might have battery overcharge again as well. We lose the stalker. Microing blink stalkers on US West ain't easy. And ShoWTimE is getting another taste of that. This fight not going too bad though. I kind of like it. As we blink forward, try to grab 1. We do grab 1. Alright. ShoWTimE up 4 workers. No battery overcharge available for a little while. There are still 2 Phoenixes doing that thing. As we have 1 DT forcing a double sentry warp in. Would have been awesome to put the Phoenix on top of that oracle. Force field not good enough to trap the DT. As Firefly continues stalker aggression. Can ShoWTimE hold just a little while longer? Coco, we could really use a 2nd overcharge right about now. These fights are not too bad. We just need to make sure that we don't run too low on units. Our batteries are drained. Phoenixes are going to try to absorb a couple shots as well. Coco, we could really use a 2nd overcharge right about now. It is not going to be in time. Yeah, 1 more DT. It would have been cool when he saw that his DT got... I should switch my camera, by the way. When he saw that his DT got revealed on the top side of the map, or revelated, whatever. And you have the 2 Phoenixes there. To put those 2 Phoenixes on top of that oracle immediately, then you can kill it. Then you can warp in another oracle, or another DT at home. That would force Firefly to rebuild the oracle that he just lost against the Phoenixes. And then maybe enough time goes by that it goes our way. ShoWTimE is now Basilisk. No, we are partnering up with ShoWTimE and BIG for this season of the WTL Codas. After this season of WTL Codas is done, we will go our separate ways again. But obviously Serral is not always available. ShoWTimE could not play in this league all by himself, so we teamed up together with them. Earlier in the stream I mentioned that nice guys always finish last. We gave Firefly 35 minutes more than he was supposed to get to make it to this match. We could have taken a free win. We didn't want to take a free win. Now we are watching and Firefly takes the 1-0 lead. Yeah, I kind of think that that would have been a play as well, Go Prince. But I understood that he felt he needed that DT immediately, since Firefly did obviously have a few more Stalkers. And if those Stalkers blink forward after he kills that battery, I think it would have been too difficult to ever even stabilize. When it's like 12 against 6 or 7, it doesn't matter, right? How well you micro, if you pull probes, you're just not going to win those fights. Unlucky. It's been a tough season so far for D-Maur, but we still believe. Top left side of site Delta. We are looking at the main base of a Chinese Protoss Firefly. Getting a point on the board for Offside Gaming. On bottom right side, we are looking at the main base of D-Maur, Berlin International Gamings, and Basilisk. It's ShoWTimE. You believe in Trigger? Well, let's hope ShoWTimE wins at least a map here. That would be awesome. I think we can live with a 1-1. I mean, Firefly is a really good player. We can't ignore the fact that he also took down Clem a couple times. So. But ShoWTimE should be, at the minimum, be able to get a draw. ShoWTime's PvP is mighty fine if he's feeling it. Even recently beat MaxPax in a semi-final of the weekly, or grand final, whatever it was. I wasn't here for that one, but we know he did it. And that ain't easy. You guys like my Detroit mug, by the way? The 8 Mile City, baby. Hello, Ozark. I've got so many cool Starbucks mugs right now. And I know it's a bit of a trap, right? But I gotta say, some places they're actually kind of cheap. And I feel like they are very nice coffee mugs. I'm sure you're paying a little extra because it's Starbucks and whatnot, but having one of these mugs, having a memory of a trip and only paying like 10 buckies or something, I think it's very reasonable. It's more useful than a keychain or a magnet on your fridge. Back-to-back pylon blocks. It seems like the era that we let the pylon finish and then start warping in cybercores is kind of over. Seems that the builds just kind of work out a bit better if you don't do that, but you just try to block as long as humanly possible with pylons and a probe that's maneuvering around. I still like to go the easy route and just build a cybercore, but don't copy me, guys. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Firefly, however, says, I will copy you, Roddy. That's still a thing, mate. Pylon, into pylon, into pylon, into letting it finish, and then building a cybernetics core. Means that ShoWTimE his expand is going to be a bit later, but he has a much quicker Stargate. The problem with t-shirts as well, Blue Hair Critic, at least with t-shirts that I've bought in the past as memories, is that your body changes, you know. Either you lose a couple kilograms, or in my case, you gain a couple kilograms. And then the shirt that used to be awesome, A, it gets old and washed out, and B, it just doesn't fit that well anymore. While a coffee mug is always going to be useful. Hey, yeah, they shrink. Let's put it on the shirts, they shrink. Didn't you break one of your mugs last year? I broke one of my BlizzCon mugs, yeah. It was actually kind of sad. It was really cool. It was very big. There was a fly landing on the side of my mug, and I thought it would be a great idea to just slap the mug to kill the fly. And obviously I just whipped my mug out of my desk and it broke on the floor. That's a legitimately negative IQ gaming by me, but... Reynor also broke one, but I got that one back. Slowly Falling and Jeremy were very sweet to me in Atlanta. And they basically asked Reynor what kind of a mug he broke from me. And they brought it back to me when I met them in Atlanta last year. So I have that mug back. And I love it. Did you kill that fly? I did not. No. That fly just like flew away, looked at me, was like, fuck, this guy's dumb. And yeah. That fly flew out of the backyard, went to his friends. Like, if you guys saw the shit I just witnessed, there is a human there, he's incredibly stupid. I was that human. He had a good story to tell though. Twilight console on the way for ShoWTimE, or at least Blink upgrade on the way in that Twilight console. Firefly doing the exact same thing. We've got double Oracle chilling behind the main. Firefly is the first one here to go up to 3 bases. Hello, Andre. See you soon, mate. Looking forward to it. Great scouting here by Firefly. Ah, that's annoying. Nothing feels worse, guys, than building a pylon, building a gateway on the other side of the map, and the moment you warp in that gate, there is a zealot on top of it. I'm not totally loving where this game is going for us. And that makes me a little bit scared. Our 3-week win streak is on the line today. We started off the season 0-2. We got a nail-biting victory last week. Won 3 in a row. Offside is good, but it's obviously not one of the top tier teams in the league. Soon Gabe is joining it, and needless to say they'll be world class. But Gabe was not eligible to play yet. We got very lucky. Imagine you have to go up against Big Gabe. Terrifying. The nice thing about the position for ShoWTimE, guys, is that we at least have these oracles that can technically always force Firefly to keep a couple of units inside of his main, inside of his natural, and then maybe the rest of our army can shine somewhere. But if Firefly is just leaving 3 stalkers with Blink in the main, he can obviously blink them to the low ground too. And he's always going to be doing good here. Yeah. Did you guys see that video, by the way, of the Twitch CEO trying to show off clips? And then every single clip and story he took a look at was a lady. I watched that this morning. And it was a tiny bit awkward, I gotta say. Tiny bit awkward. It's obviously not bad if there's like 1 or 2, but if it's like 5 in a row, it's like, ah. If I was him, I'd be kind of feeling uncomfortable, be like, oh, this is not a good look. That's the risk of doing live demos. I mean, if I would do a live demo, it really wouldn't be... What's the worst thing that you could see? It's like, man, that's a lot of Starcraft, poker, and F1. It's like, oh no. my live demo would not look like that. But well, I guess it's a big website with a lot of ambassadors, a lot of partnered streamers. Perhaps it was just RNG. Who knows? I think it was a combination of the two. It was part of the algorithm and part of what he followed. I mean, like, nothing terribly bad, but I would just feel a tiny bit awkward if that would have happened to me. I'd be like, ah. Alright, I know what the internet is gonna say about this. I think if you just type it in Twitter, it's literally gonna be the first thing you see. I don't like the new Twitch mobile app, by the way, at all. I actually find it very annoying. Vicky still has the old one, and the old one is just so much nicer. Like, it's actually just a bad upgrade. I feel like it should be optional to have this, what they currently have. And they shouldn't force it upon you. Discord is still fine for me. It changed a little bit, but I can still live with that. Anyway, let's take a little look at this 9-minute PvP, because it's obviously a big one. If ShoWTimE does not get the win here, there's a lot of pressure on the shoulders of Trigger. We are up 22 army supply. I'm actually a little bit surprised that we are up so much army supply. Firefly is building, or like is working with double forge, and he's building 2 upgrades at a time. Warping in a cannon as well. ShoWTimE's got 1,000 gas. Wouldn't hate a couple Archons here. Feel like Archons would be excellent. Oh. Is there a world where you would go to Lex Live in Barcelona next month? Oh, that sounds mega fun, Anonymous. So yes, there absolutely is a world. I would have to see if that is feasible money-wise and time-wise, but yeah, I would absolutely love that. I knew that Lex Live was happening again, but I didn't know when. So I'll start digging into that. It happened once in Belgium, and I really, really wanted to go, but I couldn't go back then. Firefly has a perfect wall of units with sentries, zealots, and stalkers, and +3 attack on the way as +1 armor is done. ShoWTimE's gonna take a fight here. I don't really love this fight, because that battery seems invincible, and if we cannot kill that battery overcharge is gonna make a massive difference. But now dropping a Templar Archives with 1,000 gas in the bank. I don't love this fight, even though our zealots are finding a lot of service area. Is there a world where this fight is good? Battery overcharge is in the back doing its thing. ShoWTimE blinks forward. This many zealots. Is that then good enough, guys? This is a big moment for us, actually, in this entire clan war. Not bad. I don't know if it's a massive win, but I would say it's a tiny bit of a win, as now we should be able to get a couple of Archons, but we don't want to get Archons yet, because it's mostly Stalkers remaining. Now Firefly warps in extra zealots, and this could be the moment. Fight the fight. These oracles have so much energy, by the way. They could actually turn the entire center of the map into stasis trap galore. Are you going, Anonymous? I know that my boy Lino loves poker and absolutely loves Barcelona, because he can show off and let the world know that he speaks perfect Spanish as a tall, handsome German nerd. That is definitely something I would love to do, mate. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm very interested. You'll be going for PLO in the main event, arriving on the 11th. What kind of PLO games you play? I got completely blasted this morning. Tried to play heads up against a guy that was clearly better than me. Rookie mistake. But it's all good. I played like 10 hours of mid-stakes PLO this week, and in the end I'm up $60. So I'll take that, mate. That is a victory in my book. Firefly expanding in the top right. ShoWTimE also has that base at 2 o'clock, which basically now makes them neighbors. Zealots are amazing until they just can't find the service area anymore, and then suddenly having Stalkers is better. Firefly has an upgrade lead as well, and he's about to have a 2 upgrade lead. This is going to be very difficult for D Mauer, guys. At least we've got a battery overcharge, but Firefly ain't crazy. He knows to respect the battery overcharge, and he will disengage. I think ShoWTimE is in a lot of trouble. I don't want to say that he's dead. It's not fun. Got stasis trappies. We're going to catch a couple stocks too. It's going to be very difficult to win this, but it's not impossible. I believe in D Mauer. We've got a cannon maybe soon in a battery. We have lost our Oracle. 2 upgrades though are so freaking large, and we can't really kill that prism. Both players have immediate reinforcements, but the double forge of Firefly seems to be making the difference here. And nice stasis trappy in the top right. Is that good enough to keep us alive? No, it's not. Oh, our WTL woes and struggles continue as Firefly gets a 2-0 victory over D Mauer. Well done by him, strong series, but yeah, this is not the debut season that D Mauer was dreaming of. It's all good. We win together, we lose together. Wow, look at this, by the way. 1% of the people. One guy with 1,000 channel points has won it all. That is one hell of a bet. Can I see who that is? Johnny. Johnny, absolute legend. Congrats, mate. Bet 1,000 to win 135,000. GG, Johnny, you're rich.